Okay, thank you, Tom. Now, here's the way they'll line up for today's race. On the pole in a 4-year-old Mustang, Scott Pruitt out of Roseville, California, barely 5/100ths of a second behind. On the outside, Willie T. Ribbs in a Toyota Celica Turbo. Inside row 2, Chris Cord in the second Team Toyota Turbo, alongside Greg Pickett in that powerful V8 Chevy Corvette. Inside row 3 is Bob Earl representing Pontiac with his Fiero. Tom Gloy in the Jack Roush Ford Mustang alongside. Inside row 4, Irv Hare from the Oldsmobile camp in a Toronado, alongside Bruce Jenner in another Ford Mustang. Inside row 5, Tommy Riggins in a Chevy Camaro from the Protofab camp, alongside Roger Mandeville, a former GTO champion, a Mazda RX-7. Inside row 6, Lynn St. James, our sometime broadcast colleague, will start her Ford Mustang alongside Rick Moore in a Chevy Camaro. Row 7 will have Terry Visger on the pole in the GTU class for the smaller engine sports cars, alongside defending series champion Tom Kendall in a Mazda. Row 8 will have Walt Benson in a Pontiac Firebird on the inside, Carl Durkheimer in a GTU Porsche Carrera alongside. Row 9, Max Jones will have a Nissan 300 ZXT on the inside, looking to make some history. Frank Poole in a Chevy Corvette alongside. The next row will have a Chevy Camaro, Bruce Sanders at the wheel next to a Mazda RX-7 with Amos Johnson at the controls. Row 11 will have Dick Murray's Pontiac Fiero inside, Monty Shelton's Porsche 911 outside. Row 12, Bart Kendall and his RX-7 alongside Gary Oberlin's Porsche. Row 13, Paul Romano in a Mazda alongside Earl Pearson's Chevy Corvette. Row 14, Paul Barnhold's Nissan alongside Vance Swift and a Mazda RX-7. Row 15 will have Rick Eppinger and Wayne Nunnally's Porsche inside, Dick Greer's Mazda outside. Row 16, Dave Cruz in a Merkur XR4 Ti alongside Rick Longmire's Porsche. And 17, Carlos Bobadit, George Robinson in a Mazda, the Porsche of Charlie Getzky alongside Paul and Margie Smith-Haas in their Porsche husband-wife team there in the very last spot.
And here comes
the fade flag is off. Go ahead, Tom.
Drag race to the start, won by Willie T. Ribbs in the 99 car. He's going to be first down into that very dangerous turn 1.
And that's really a surprise to me as you see his teammate Chris Cord moving up on the inside. So apparently that was a much more expensive accident than we originally thought, Tom.
The leader of the Mustang group is now Tom Gloy, and he is pressing Willie T. Ribbs just about as hard as Scott Pruitt was. So this race has not lost any of its intensity, although there's been quite a bit of action.
You talk about intensity, that yellow car to the left is the leader in the GTU class. That is Max Jones, just getting dusted by Willie T. Ribbs and Tom Gloy. Jones is in this race hoping to become the first pro driver to win in 4 different classes in the same season. He has already won in off-road racing, he has won in street stock or showroom stock racing, and he has won in the Sports Car Club of America's pickup truck racing class. So Max Jones is a guy who brings a tool for the job no matter what kind of racing he's in.
It's great to see a new face up in the front of the GTU class. Terry Visger has been dominating this class the last couple of races, and although Terry's going very well, it's good to see a new face up there. Here comes Willie T. Ribbs past the GTU leader.
Marty Reed has a comment from the pits.
Well, guys, you were mentioning a Max Jones. This Alderman Nissan racing team has had a heck of a weekend. They've had all kinds of fuel pickup problems. They didn't even know how well they were going to qualify until they got the car out there. Did pretty well. And today, things are falling into place. So far, so good. They're looking like they're on cloud 9. All they got to do is survive about 65 more laps.
There you see the top 5. Willie T. Ribbs in a Toyota, followed by Bruce Jenner's Mustang, Irv Hare in an Oldsmobile, and Roger Mandeville in a Mazda. There are your GTU standings. Terry Visger over defending series champ Tom Kendall, North Carolina's Amos Johnson, Max Jones, and Bart Kendall. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage of the Purolator 300K from Portland, Oregon.